and welcome to On the Fives. I am your host, Nicole. It is so good to see everybody here today. I am very excited because today's a very special day. It is actually Star Wars Podcast Day. So happy Star Wars Podcast Day to you. Which I will get back to in a few minutes. But really quick, I want to do a quick shout out to my own Red 5 network. Today has, not just today, no. Since I started podcasting or even writing articles and things, it has always been wonderful to have a great network that really supports me. And I'm excited because tonight I know I have my fellow Red 5 nerd sister and fellow podcaster on another stream, and I am really excited that she will be here. Real quick, you can find the Red 5 Network at BioLink/Red5, okay? And there you're going to find many podcasts, as well as the Red 5 Tavern and the book club that I spearhead called the Red 5 Reading Book Club. Oh my God, it has been so great. In fact, because of the last book we read, it is what has spurred this conversation, okay? We just finished reading Master of Evil. Hi, Vader. Yeah, I know. It's a thing. Anyways, so Master of Evil, it was really good. I actually just did on the Fives book review the other day. So check it out with Backyard Tard, Spencer of Dingus Den, as well as our Red 5 fellow Red 5 Reading Book Club member, Ubaldo. But read this book. It's really good. I think we all gave it like 4 to 4.5 stars. Really, really good. But it's gave me an idea for tonight. And coming up in March, we're going to be reading Andy Weir's Project Hail Mary, just in time for the movie to come out. I'm really excited because we read The Martian last year, and we all really liked it. So I'm excited to get back into some Andy Weir reading. Feel free to send me a message on X, and we will get you set up with the Red 5 Network's Red 5 reading. I'm just so excited that my mouth is just a little bit. Real quick, let's jump into the chat. Let's go say hello there, shall we? All right, Patrick, he is first. So excited to see you here, Patrick. So good. Aw, hello, Brent. Oh, stop. And The Martian, yes, it was. Fingers crossed we get at least one potato scene. If you know, you know. I mean, it was so good. I'm so excited. So anyways, without further ado, I'm actually just going to go ahead and bring on my Red 5 nerd sister, as well as my fellow co-host of Used and Abused, Miss Kim. Hello there.
Hi.
It's been too long.
I know.
And it makes me a mumble blah, blah, blah. Like, I podcasted for the first time the other night, and I'm just like, oh, this is great. And now tonight, I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I'm just so excited. Like, I'm like, all the things. So how have you been?
Been doing good.
Good. Love your shirt. I just threw on a flannel today. It's like cold, but not cold.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
And I wanted to match Yoda. I'm going to need him.
Yes.
Because, I mean, when I'm excited for Vader, y'all know, okay? If you know, you know. Ro, who is the founder of Red 5 Network, and our friend Ubaldo is, they've been trying to pull me to the dark side for a while now. And I'm like, no! But trust me, Yoda keeps me in my place. Okay, Yoda keeps me in my place. Oh, Brett asks, have you read Mickey 17 yet? Great book. No, I have not.
No.
We will have to check that out, and we'll get back to you. I've not read that, so I will check that out. But yes, today is Star Wars Podcast Day. So happy Star Wars Podcast Day. I actually was working today, so I've only been able to get in 2 so far. So my goal is for the rest of the week is to kind of listen to the rest, or also check out new Star Wars podcasts that maybe I haven't heard before. That is the goal. Quick shout out to Spencer and Ian over on the Dingus Den. They did Star Wars Podcast Day on the comic book called Visions. I'm going to have to get it. Like, I want to get it now. Now I'm like, okay, thanks. Thank you. Because Spencer always does that. You know how Spencer is. Our friend Spencer is, he's very good at read this. But I want to do a quick shout out to Ian because he said something today on the podcast. I'm like, oh, I need to do that. And he said, may the podcast be with you. Thank you, Ian. Love it. I'm like, oh, that's so good. So anyway, so quick shout out to them. I also checked out a new podcast. I want to say it was a Star Wars Hitton family. Anyways, it was good. It was good. But they talked about, like, if you're interested in podcasting, how to podcast, which was quite interesting. So I'm going to try to go back into their library this week to see if there's some, I want to listen to some Star Wars. I want to listen to Star Wars. But I heard they mentioned Big T, Little T. So that made me excited. And for those who don't know, Big T, Little T is another really great podcast to check out. It is a father and son driven by Todd and Trent. And they are Big T, Little T. So, and I'm excited to see them because I should be seeing them at the end of next month for C2E2. All right. Well, before we get into the discussion tonight, because it's going to be fun for Kim and I, it might not be fun for others. We'll see. We'll get there. Okay. Real quick, let's talk again a little bit about Star Wars Podcast Day. So Star Wars Podcast Day started back on February 7th, 1999 with Jedi Talk, which is still podcasting to this day. Okay, so that's already been saved to my list. Okay, they are still around. So check out Jedi Talk. And so that has been what has spurred this for the last, I think, 3 or 4 years. I've been doing Star Wars Podcast Day. Thank you to Daniel on Star Wars Podcast Day. He sets this up. We do most of our stuff through Twix, Twitter, X, but I guess it is also available on Instagram and Facebook. So make sure you check those various places. Put in that hashtag, Star Wars Podcast Day 26, see what pops up. So yeah, so very big thank you to him for creating this because it has been fun. I know in the past, you and I, we've talked about music.
Yes.
Abuse and abuse. I've also talked about Spaceballs. So that was fun. That was fun. That was my first, I think that was my first Star Wars Podcast Day is that we talked about Spaceballs. And I had a blast. And then of course, since then I've already cosplayed,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you know, you know. Yeah, I'm not going to share the picture because sadly, you guys, I noticed since the other night, I think they've changed StreamYard a little bit. That's just from the other night because I'm like, there's a teleprompter now. Looking to add my photos and it won't let me add my photos. So that will be another day. So if Kim and I do an updated version of this, we might be doing an updated version of this. If not, we're still glad to have you here. Oh, Brett, real quick before we hop in, he says, I would love to go to C2E2. Oh, that would be nice. Oh, that'd be nice. You know what? There is a lot of people that come around the world to come to C2E2. Just like they go out to San Diego Con or go to, their various cons. One day I would love to go down to New Orleans, though, and go with Andrew from Science Fictionary and Marisha and their family to go to that big con down there. I'm like, oh my God, that would be so much fun. But that's not happening today or this week or even this month.
Nope.
C2E2, getting ready. I'm so excited. I'm hoping to dress up and stuff. So yeah, so excited. Patrick says, how is everyone? Well, Kim, before we get this party started, how are you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good.
I know you're like me. I think you and I are a bundle of nerves. Am I right?
Uh-huh.
Kim and I, we have been kind of like on a sabbatical, so to speak.
Yes.
Not on purpose,
No.
but yet on purpose. Purpose, but not purposeful. I know I took like a little bit towards the holidays off, even with the book club. We took a little time just to kind of give everyone some time. It's holidays. It's a lot of stuff going on. But now we're back.
Yes.
And we will be back eventually with Used and Abused,
Yes,
which
we
is
will.
where we podcast from. But of course, I'm Nicole, the Red 5 reading, and so isn't Kim. She's actually in the book club too. Yay.
Yes.
So, anyways, let's get started. Oh, C2E2. Yes, C2E2. Find me. So well, welcome to the channel. I'm Nicole of On the Fives, in conjunction with the Red 5 Reading Book Club. I will be at C2E2, but you can find me on X at Peace Love Fandoms, as well as Red 5 Reading. So if you want to do a meetup, I will be there all the days. All the days. Yes.
Right.
We'll be there. Yes. So anyways, let's get this party started. So real quick, in the month of January, we read Masters of Evil by Adam Christopher. Like I said earlier, everyone that joined me the other day said it's a 4 to like a 4.3, 4.5. Okay. And that was Master of Evil. And I had said something in book club that I shared with Kim. I said, Kim, and this is also to my fellow Red 5 Reading Book Club the other night, on Sunday night when it was just us, what would have happened if Anakin would have been able to marry Padme? We might not actually even have any of our stories.
That is true.
And that made me go, hey, that would be a great topic for Star Wars Podcast Day. Kim, you want to join me? Because I would be the crazy one enough to go against. Okay, so I'm going to warn you now. I'm pretty sure Kim and I go against the grain. We like Anakin and Padme. Mm-hmm. We do. I heart Anakin, Padme. They're great.
Yeah.
And we know this is controversial because, I mean, let's hear it. Like, what have we heard about Anakin and Padme that would be negative?
Yeah.
We'll start with the negatives.
Yeah.
We've heard. I know that I've heard. Oh, they're awkward.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I've heard that too. They don't.
That's what I say.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I have said over the years, you know, and some people weren't sure about the storyline, and we understand. You know what? The OGs are the OGs, and that's okay.
Yes.
You know, I grew up with the prequels and the sequels. Prequels were coming out when I was a teenager and young adult.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't even born when the original stuff came out, but I loved Leia. You know, as soon as I watched that movie, I was just full on Chewbacca and Leia, and you know, later Han. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Luke is awesome too.
Yes.
Okay? And of course, we have to have Darth Vader.
Yes.
But then when we started getting those prequels and everything's coming out, and I think as you grow as an adult, I think the way you think of them also changes. Am I right?
It does, yes.
Patrick says, what is not to like about them? Exactly.
Is that, yeah.
What I always said about the awkwardness with Anakin, and I'm going to throw this idea, and in fact, you and I might have even talked about it once, way back when. Okay, because we've known each other for a few years now. Okay?
Yes, we have
a lot of conversations, people. With Anakin, okay, I'm gonna show a picture like that one, yeah, right here, yeah. By the way, he's amazing as Darth Vader now as an adult. Let me tell you, when he came, he was the best part in regards to like Obi-Wan movie. Okay, just putting that out there. But when he was young, you know, people were like, oh, he's so awkward. Their chemistry, and I would be like, show me a teenager who's perfect at chemistry.
Exactly.
Love for the first time. You know, in regards to this, I always also go, but he also didn't have a dad to show him how to treat a wife.
Yeah.
You know, how to treat a significant other, or to show her love and affection in front of him, to maybe understand that. Okay. He was around masters and apprentices. He was around Padawans and younglings, which that's a tough conversation to have.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
By the third prequel.
Yeah.
That's a very tough conversation.
Yeah, and he mainly lived on his home planet, and so he was just constantly in the service of. Yeah, he was a slave, so he really had no female interaction other than his mom.
Thank you. Except, I mean, we know that, of course, he met Padme when he was young. Okay, the angel scene. You're an angel. Oh my God, that was so cute. Good job, Lloyd. Anyways, but still, Okay, Patrick says she is 5 years older than him and married her when he was 19. So he was Oh, Patrick. Brett says Ahsoka was absolutely amazing. I love the chemistry between Anakin and Ahsoka. 100%.
Yes.
100%, including in the Clone Wars.
Yes.
Okay? I have to include the Clone Wars. I actually had photos, you guys. And again, I don't know what happened with StreamYard. It's things.
Yeah, I was one that didn't watch the Clone Wars, but when I watched the Ahsoka series, the interaction that they had in that one scene, I loved it.
Well, in real life, Hayden Christensen and
Rosario
knew each other. They were friends. They went to, I think to acting school or something together. Yeah. So I think they had that. But she might have been 5 years older than them. But let me tell you, I'm having people date 10 years older than them or 10 years junior. Yeah. So age to me means
nothing.
Nothing.
Okay?
They're both legal. And we're also talking about Star Wars.
Yeah. I mean,
again, you had a good point. His mom was the only main woman, female,
in his life.
Really, that was actively there. And again, nobody to
really teach him.
And then, So again, I know this is going to be controversial, but that is why we're talking about it. Because again, let's talk about the next controversial thing. Okay. Because we can't talk about age a little bit. And I know we're jumping all over the place, people, because this is
we always do.
This is a conversation. This is just a fun conversation. We're trying to make it fun. But there are rules within the Jedi. Not to be right with others.
Not to be attached to anybody or anything.
Attached. Yep. And again, my question stemmed to Kim the other day and to my own book club. What would have happened if he would have been able to stay with Padme? Would we even have Darth Vader? How would things looked? Would things changed?
In my opinion, and this is just mine, I don't think we would have had the turn to the dark side by Anakin. I don't think we would have had any of the good versus evil type of stuff that that actually is contained within any Star Wars movie or series or whatever. I don't think we would have had it. And I don't think we would have had the twins that would have been separated. They would have known each other. So it could have been a whole different line, and he may have to have picked another prospect that might have been more obedient.
Yeah.
To even have it all have the prophecy all come in line with each thing. Mm-hmm. So
I think they still would have had the twins. And this is pretty funny. Jumping is important. When Patrick adds, jumping created the twins. Thanks, you guys. Thank you. Thank God I don't have you Paul doing or in the chat right now, because I think things would get even worse. No balance. Oh, yeah. This will help to get us back, Kim.
Yeah.
There's no balance to the Force.
Yeah. It would have been I agree. It would have been very unbalanced.
If he would not have, if he would have, if he had turned.
Yeah.
But other people were turned.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there were other people that were turned. Yeah.
Kill Yaddle. I'm still not mad about you. I'm still mad about Yaddle. Yes, I am.
I can tell.
I know, right? We okay, so it's the Rock Book Club read last year. Aired to the Force, right? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And, we finally got more Yaddle, and we were like, like there were just those moments, and I remember going, man, we could have had more.
Yes.
Oh, there he shows up. Hello there. I'm here listening to work. Oh, wow. I said his name, and he was like, hi. Behave. Behave. Balance is also important. I have a question, Ubaldo, because I'm very curious. I'm curious about his thought too about this, about the no balance in the Force. What would have happened? I think they still would have had the twins.
Yeah.
I really think they would still have had the twins. I think see, there's so many things that there, right? Because they cannot be attached. So what happened is what happened. Because basically we're doing a shoulda, coulda, woulda. What would have happened?
Well, if they were able. Hello, Ubaldo.
Oh, here we go.
Yep, it started.
Yep.
Anyway.
I'm waiting. Just so you guys know, some of our favorites out there like to just make Kim laugh. Yep. Yeah.
Anyway, let me get back to my thought here.
Oh, hold on. Patrick is adding in.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. Thank you, Ubaldo. Thank you. Hi. Good thing Spencer wasn't here at this moment. He would have. Yeah. My thing would have been all my comment section would be covered.
Yeah.
Kim.
Yep.
Oh, Aaron. Thank you you guys are all showing Kim so much love. I appreciate it. Thank you. She is a lovely, lovely nerd sister. I appreciate you guys for giving her all that love. And it's been a hot minute, so I think they're making up for lost time.
I think so.
And Patrick spelling out my name in
different
comments.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm good. I know my name. Anyways. All right. So back to this, okay? Because I don't want you to get I don't want us to lose pace here because again, we kind of covered a little bit about this is how I met, and then of course the adolescent years and the awkwardness. And then touching upon what happens. What about this attachment thing? They're not able to marry. It's like that's almost like the equal of being a pope.
Yeah.
You cannot do that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
He could have had the Force and just not been a Jedi.
Yeah. That's true, yeah.
But he was meant to be a Jedi. He was meant to be a master.
Yeah.
In some ways, was the light side holding him back?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Was the light side holding back Anakin?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is. Because of all the rules and all the rules they have to follow, was it really holding him back? It's a really good thought-provoking question.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's with any Jedi. If they're not allowed to be attached.
Yeah.
Now, we've also heard some controversies here. Okay, y'all, we're just going to go up about rated R, but behave yourselves. Okay? You okay, Kim?
I'm fine.
Okay, she's like, uh-oh. Okay, because we have heard, right, in theory, or I think in conversations.
Yeah.
They're allowed to be attached one way, if you catch my drift.
Yes.
But who's going to tell them that that's still attachment?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And if you're giving her an O, let me tell you, she's attached.
Yeah, exactly.
Nicole, who's your favorite new villain? I cannot promise anything. Oh man. Favorite new villain. Joker? No, geez. No, okay. I have always loved Vader. Okay. I have a love-hate relationship with Vader. Okay. Kim and I know. Kim knows.
Yep.
Most of you actually, you guys in the chat. If you're new here, you might not know my story.
Okay.
I'm married to a Vader type before. Okay. I've been married to a Vader. And they're really going to get you guys going here again. I'm talking serious and y'all are making her laugh. So that being said. Oh, goodness. Y'all just like to make her derail, don't you? They're like, Kim's on. Yes.
We're gonna derail it.
They're all making up for lost time.
They are.
I say nothing. You say nothing. Okay. Interesting. But back to the question. Was the light side holding it back? What do you guys think about that in the comment section? And Patrick says, I love your laugh.
Thank you.
But back to that question, you guys. Was the light side holding him back? I mean, Palpatine would say that, right? Palpatine was utilizing that.
Oh, yeah. He actually utilized that. Exactly. Well, if you look at it, Palpatine actually used what they call reverse psychology on Anakin. And he took what they call the Jedi code and basically used it for him to gain trust and eventually power over Anakin.
Yeah. They did. He did.
Yeah.
I have a good question. Who's the bigger of the evils? Now, this is not meaning who's your favorite villain, okay? No. This is who's the bigger evil, Palpatine or Vader? Who's more evil?
I would. You know what?
Brett says Palpatine manipulated Anakin. Yes, he did.
Which makes him just more evil than what Vader is. Vader, yes, he had, just a little bit more on the evil side than Vader was.
Patrick says, I don't think the light side held anything back. Well, maybe he could have had triplets or more.
Oh, that's true. That is true. That's a good way to look at it.
Well, and that being said, in that regard, they had a code, and he tiptoed over that, and he knew he was strong. You know what I mean? He was the chosen one.
Yeah.
So he knew he was strong, but he didn't care. He wasn't afraid of breaking the rules. I kind of like that, actually. Yeah. Oh, now I see my problems. You're welcome. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Okay, I get it. I want to go back to a question real quick. Side note. Okay, you married Vader. Actually, he's an Anakin turned Vader type. We won't get into deeper conversation on that because we're not going to cry tonight because it's a very, very surreal life question. Anyways, have I ever cosplayed Padme? No, but I have cosplayed as Leia. And this year I'm planning on cosplaying Leia. Hopefully again this year for C2E2. Hopefully this year is for Endor. That's the goal. I've always wanted to do Padme, but Padme and we just don't have the same. Yeah, no. Yeah. Palpatine, hands down. Truth. Okay, real quick, I want to show you guys a set of books that I have to still finish this series. I have yet to finish it. The first one is Star Wars Queen Shadow by E.K. Johnston, which I've been able to meet her. She's pretty cool. And in this book, we get to really dive in on everything with Padme, but it also talks about a very young senator. This book really dives into it. And then there's Queen's Hope. There's actually a third one. I have to still finish the book. I've been kind of busy.
Yes.
I mean, I read a lot of books. You guys can't see off screen. This way, that way, like an airplane, like surrounded. And I don't mind it. But anyways, they really get into Palpatine. So I want to make sure that I mention this because I think we get to kind of see him a little bit more about how he's manipulating Padme. So he not only manipulated Anakin, he also was corrupting her.
Yep.
He's a stinker. Okay, let's just be very clear. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He manipulated her, and he manipulated a lot of people to actually dismantle what they set up with the Senate and have him become prime chancellor. So he manipulated everybody in one way or another. He manipulated them. He took what he knew and turned it right up against them to where he could use it for his power and his good.
Yes. What a jerk.
Yeah.
Brett, I'll go as Padme. Whatever. Silly. That's just silly. Go as, something fun. Stormtrooper. There you go. Go as a stormtrooper. Just don't miss. Anyways, I'm just thinking because it's Palpatine is almost he's almost like the part of the equation.
Yeah,
he really is. Originally, the conversation was Padme and Anakin and Darth Vader. Darth Vader, because that's when the fall happens, right?
Yeah.
That's when he truly by the third movie, he's going to the dark side. You know what I mean? He's slowly tiptoeing to the dark side.
Dark side, yep.
One, because he's being manipulated by Palpatine, and he just wants to be with the love of his life. He just wants to be Padme. How hard is that?
Exactly. He just, he didn't want to have to experience losing her. So, because he experienced loss before, and it basically just tore him apart. And then now,
justice for Anakin. Hello, so much loss.
Yeah, and so Palpatine knew it. He knew that was Anakin's number one concern was Padme. So what did he do? He says, I can help you as long as you follow me and do what I say. I can help you keep her at your side, basically.
Sure.
And he says, yes, I'll do what you want just so I can save her. Backyard TARDIS.
Yes, hello, Nicholas from the Backyard TARDIS. Make sure you check out Backyard TARDIS. He is really awesome. He doesn't just do Star Wars. He also does Doctor Who.
Oh, yes.
We'll get there, my friends. Okay. That's like a whole separate podcast I would have to do.
Yes, it is.
Also, he's also part of the Red 5 Reading Network, as well as the book club. And check out his locksmithing. Those are some really good stories. You want some really good stories? Check out Backyard.
Those are good.
He's awesome.
Yes, that is correct. I agree with it. Choices are a challenge.
Good. I love that. Choices are a challenge. You're telling me choices, decisions.
Yeah.
Making good decisions. Trust me, I've made a few decisions that I'm just like,
Yeah.
But that's okay. I got at least a daughter out of that one. If I was Vader, I would destroy the world for Padme to survive. Interesting.
Very, because
I would destroy the world for Padme to survive.
Yeah.
But yet, Vader pretty much destroyed himself. Palpatine destroyed him. I mean, that whole thing with Obi-Wan, you guys remember, this moment, in the lava, and here comes, Palpatine rolling up. Here we go.
Yeah. Well, by the time that fight ended between him and Obi-Wan, Palpatine already knew he had won. I mean, he knew he had won. He just needed to finish what he started. And that's what he did. He finished what he started with Anakin.
Yes. Side note, seriously, Nicole, Doctor Who? We'll get there.
Yes.
This sounds like a repeating sentence. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Get there. I know. I blamed it on Andor originally, but you know what? Anyways, Revenge of the Sith was a very dark movie. It was. Yes. Holy mackerel. Seeing it on the theater, I need to see it on the big screen again. Okay, not just my TV screen. I want it again on the
theater. Yep.
Yes, it was amazing. Revenge of the Sith was a very dark movie. Would you recommend the Blu-ray? Sure, go for it. There are a lot of extras on Blu-ray that aren't on the DVDs. Dude, I am a big advocate for physical media. Because Star Wars has taught us, that they can change stuff.
Yes.
And yes, I would totally be down for extras. I've got VHS. I've got some VHS that have not even been opened.
Oh, wow.
We're not touching it.
Nope.
We're not touching that. We also, I have, DVDs and Blu-rays and things. I love the 4K version of the movies. You know what? Just love Star Wars. We're good.
Yes.
Okay, so back to Anakin and Padme, Vader, Palpatine. But again, we also mentioned the Jedi code.
Yeah. Yeah, which if you look at it in a way, it's a strict no gray line code, but question is, how many of the ones that are a Jedi actually followed that code to what it said, and how many followed it only to a certain point and had attachments like Anakin did to Padme without anybody even realizing it.
Mm-hmm. Quick shout out. We have a lurker. Brandon is in the chat. So hello there. I know he's lurking because he sent me a message. So I just want to point that out. He is lurking in our chats. Uh-oh, back to Doctor Whovian.
Yes.
I'm currently on season 15 of classic Doctor Who and I have 232. Again, this is a whole podcast on its own.
Yes, it is.
I don't know if I'm right. Okay. I would want, I don't know what I want. Because see, Patrick was the one who I watched one Doctor Who show with, and the other one was our friend Anna. One was with Baker, one was with Tennant. I know that. I know who the doctors were. We'll see, you guys. We'll get there. Man, that sounds familiar. Okay. But I would like to make a side note, okay? Because in the world of Star Wars, okay, so same conversation separated, okay? And you'll understand in a second, okay? Because we have Star Wars Rebels.
Yes.
We have Kanan and Hera. They are together. He is a Jedi. And they have a child. Okay?
Yeah.
Why do I mention that? Hello?
That was...
You're telling me. So depending on what part of the galaxy you live, you don't have to 100% live by the Jedi code. Because Kanan did not live by... I'm saying his name wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. He didn't live by that. No. Oh, no. Lord. Okay, we're not doing that. We're not... Nope. We're not going to lose my co-host to the giggling fits. And I just can't handle triggers on my podcast. So thanks. If you know, you know. Maybe I should redo my article from many years ago and people would understand. I can't certain words are, Yeah. Can't do that.
But yeah, you are right. Kanan, or however you pronounce his name, him and Hera did get together. So it back to what I had said, it's okay, the code's there, but like you said, depending on what part of the galaxy you're in, it's either you live it and go by it fully, or you just use it as rules that are made to be broken.
Hey, I like the way you think. Let's go. Oh, I don't know. Is that the rebel in me, or is that the evil in me, or is that the dark side in me? Heck yeah, break those rules. Can it be argued that the thought was the Jedi were no more, therefore giving Kanan permission to have the relationship?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Where is Ro when I need him right now? I need Ro and I need Baldo too, because they would be weighing in on this pretty heavy. Yeah. That's a good one. Okay, I think we're gonna have to revisit this conversation.
Yes.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is good. I love it. Brett says the Jedi code.
was like
was
a
almost like a religion in some ways. Yes.
Yes, it was.
Yes, because think about it. No attachment. Hello, that'd be like hopefully God, Jesus, nuns.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. More guidelines than rules.
See, and that yeah. It's like yeah. So, it's like, okay, so was it just guidelines? Did that code actually, when they found out that the Jedi had been wiped out, did that code actually just not apply anymore to anybody that was affiliated with the Jedi or a Jedi?
Exactly. Patrick says Kanan's story was so good. Yes, it was.
Yes.
He was the last of his kind that he knew of and didn't really know the rules.
Yeah.
You know what? This is why I like his story though. He didn't know the rules.
Yeah.
The rules or the guidelines of the Jedi Code.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's like, like giving the middle finger to the code and be like, well, I'm just going to do what I want anyways. But because here's the other thing. Anakin, getting back to Anakin, he was the chosen one.
He was
so strong and so good. That was the other thing. I think Palpatine knew that if he got stronger and bigger than him, Palpatine was out.
Yes.
Game over.
And that's
not happening.
Yeah. And that's the reason why he kept that, as I call it, kept dangling that carrot about Padme in front of him, because it kept him under control. It kept him from bypassing Palpatine, and it kept Palpatine in it kept him in power and kept Anakin right where he needed him, right where he could manipulate him, and used Anakin for his purpose rather than for the purpose of being a Jedi or whatever.
So Patrick wants to start World War
I see this
in our chat.
I see this.
Be kind. Rewind. Delete. Alternative thought. Could the relationship with Hera originally start as cover, so Kanan was no longer hunted for being a Jedi by the Inquisitors?
Good point.
So I think we're going to have to bring Brandon on, and maybe we're going to have this conversation, because he's got some really good questions. This is a good question.
Yeah.
But I don't think the relationship was a cover, though. I don't believe so. I think it was true. I think it was real.
Yeah.
And if you look how Dave Filoni handles Hera, why would Kane not love her?
Yeah.
If you know, you know. If you've seen Ahsoka, if you know Dave Filoni's,
yes,
the way he's definitely a woman's man for sure. If you know, you know. If not, go watch Ahsoka.
Yes, you'll get a lot of
moments. You'll just know and be like, okay, Dave.
You'll get an education
there. Seriously. Even if they were allowed to be married, and he still would have the fear of her dying because the dream was placed there by Palpatine. Yes. Okay, I wanted to mention this true. Okay, because the vision that he had, was at night. Why wasn't that I'm surprised he didn't go full opposite and be like, okay, this is a warning. Because he's the one who ultimately was a part of her dying. Okay, I know people are going to say, oh, she died from love. No. Okay, as a DV survivor here, let me tell you, no, that the way things happen around these places will mess you up here and other places. That was part of her death. Okay, yeah. Vader and Anakin, once that fall happened. So I'm really surprised he didn't lean back more into her. And then lean more. Padme's like, I wish he would have went to Obi-Wan and been like, hey, this is it. And part of me goes, what happens if Qui-Gon Jinn was around?
Yeah.
That story could have also been very different. He rest in peace. I love Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
loves makes you want to do crazy things. Oh, I 100% know that. And then I wised up. Now I just try to look for Obi-Wans. Don't go for Anakin's. Go for the Obi-Wans.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. He can't have love either. Damn. Kim, there is no win-win situation here for Star Wars Girly.
I know. To go back, though, to the point of why he didn't go on the other side that you made, go for Padme rather than Palpatine, is he was so much, Palpatine had convinced him so much that Padme would eventually betray him, just like Obi-Wan, that he believed that she would.
Mm-hmm.
And so to save, so Palpatine deliberately put that thought in his mind. Oh yeah, well, Padme just will betray you just like Obi-Wan, was another tool in his chest or in his toolbox to keep Anakin under his thumb.
Yes. Yes, he did. What a stinker.
Yeah.
Oh, the Duchess. The Duchess. May she rest in peace. Okay. 15. Oh my gosh. That is heartbreaking too. Okay. That is heartbreaking. Like, let these men love and be loved.
Yes.
Like, come on. Ugh. Okay. Again, choices are a challenge. I agree. Choices are a challenge. Choices are a challenge, and so aren't those decisions.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to do things for love because it is the right thing to do. Because if you keep running away from it and you never know, you'll never know.
Exactly.
I highly recommend some of the Star Wars theories, older videos, as he does cover some of this. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Thank you, Brett.
Yeah.
So for everybody, Star Wars theory, check out. Oh, yeah. I'm intrigued because again, this started because of this book the other day. And again, see something in that book made me I know why. I'm not going to give away why though. You have to read the book because there are moments that I absolutely loved in this book and it had to do with Padme. And, it's okay. We get a great Vader.
Yeah.
Like, this is me, but we get Vader.
Yeah, we do get Vader.
But at the same time, Vader was Anakin.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think once he became Vader, I think he just was angry, mad.
Yeah.
And instead of turning on Palpatine, he just turned on people.
Yeah, he did. He did.
And did things that he did to Padme at the end. And
yep. Yeah. Yep.
Oh man. See, you just gotta learn how to handle your anger.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and
don't hurt the younglings.
Yeah.
Don't hurt Padmes.
Exactly.
Or anybody for that chance.
Yeah.
Ubaldo says, one thing you need to remember is that Anakin's anger increases with his mother's death.
Yes. Yes. And that was part of what Palpatine was using to control him, was his mother's death, because it made him very, very angry. And that's what it made him angry enough to go in and basically wipe out the Sand People.
He also used Padme's death too.
Yeah, he also did use Padme's death too. So yes, if anybody can hear that, yes.
Would you like to repeat what Scott just said?
He also used Padme's death against him too.
Oh my gosh. Okay, again, tonight we were supposed to have pictures too, but StreamYard has changed it up a little bit. And I was trying to add pictures because there are really good photos out there. I will put them out on X, okay? If you're on Twix, you're on Twitter, I will drop them there. There are some really good pictures side by side of Darth Vader and Padme and their funerals. But side by side, it is insane because they show what's happening to Padme and then what's happening to him side by side, and it is insane. That's for Scott.
Yes.
Hello, BFF. And Brett said Scott needs a megaphone. He's got a voice.
Yes.
Your mama!
There you go.
I would like to say, because I know there is a question about Darth Sidious. One, real quick, I'm not going to ruin this book for you, but in regards to Darth Sidious, read.
Oh, okay.
We get some other stuff in there, in that regard about somebody.
Okay.
But it's a surprise. A lot of people are surprised by this book. Either they like it, they don't like it, but our whole group loved it. Okay. There is called The Book of the Sith, Secrets of the Dark Silence from 2013. So in regards to Sidious, that's probably as close as currently. But there's also books about Darth Plagueis.
Nice.
You know. Just yeah.
Can't really see him, but
Nah, I can't see that either.
yeah, can't really see him.
Yeah.
But
it's okay.
those are
Patrick says, remember, I am not your failure, Obi-Wan. You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did.
That's true.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh.
Lightsaber to the heart, Patrick. Oh,
yeah.
I think it was a red saber, too. Remember, I am not your failure, Obi-Wan. You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did. But then here comes Palpatine.
Yep.
Make him Vader.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. And Vader he's again, I've always had a love-hate relationship as a child, as a young adult. I didn't like what he did.
No.
And then in my own personal life and in my own life, things happened, right? Things happened, and I kind of understand. I felt like I understood Anakin more. And understanding Padme and her want to save him, or not to save him, but to give him hope, to give him cheer, and hope that he,
hope that he would choose the good over the evil with her help.
Right. And then that didn't happen.
No.
And I understand that fall too. And that's a whole nother conversation for another day.
Yes.
But it is again, without these characters, though, we wouldn't have this story.
No, we wouldn't. We would not.
I mean, yeah, they could have left the OG. But there was so much more to the story with Anakin and Padme and Darth Vader. And then you have the whole supporting cast of Palpatine, the jerk, Obi-Wan. And then you have others out there in the galaxy like Kanan and Hera who are doing it their own way.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. But yes, this is such a great, good topic. I have never hated Vader. He's the second best evil guy next to wow. Now that's a hot take.
Yeah,
Woo!
that is.
Next to Skeletor.
Yep.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that one.
Skeletor
I wasn't. I'm not. Because it doesn't surprise me from who it's coming from. But at the same time, for Vader? Really? Not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that.
Because I know Skeletor was really evil too.
Yes, he was. And Skeletor is a whole nother
topic for another day.
Just like Doctor Who. And as you guys can all see, Miss Elfie has joined us. She has shown us her presence. Yep. She's the unofficial mascot of Use and Abuse, where you can find Kim and I on other days. Eventually, we will return with the man in the back.
Behind the curtain.
Eventually, it'll happen again. Who? Skeletor? Really, Patrick? I think Ubaldo's going to have to make it up here for C2E2 so he can have a conversation with Patrick.
Yeah.
Wow. Skeletor. You really want to talk about the man being in the back? Wow. Okay, I'm taking that one down. Mr. Who? What? No. It's Doctor Who. It's Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And we're going to ignore Brandon's conversation because, again, y'all are going to derail Kim and she will have another laughter of giggles and fits.
That's true.
You know what's my favorite one, though? I'm going to bring up a very old topic. Y'all, if you know, you know, and it has nothing to do with Star Wars. Kind of does because it's with Disney. You and Scott one time had a really good podcast with Shanti one time.
Yeah. Did.
Yes. I was dying of laughter and wishing at that time, actually, it might have been C2E2E2 weekend because I was up in Chicago and listening to this podcast in the middle of the night in Target, earbud in, and I'm dying.
Yeah, I remember that.
I have friends who were with me. I had the earpod because I thought it was.
We were really just talking about it before.
Kim doesn't laugh. She giggles. I laugh too hard. Well, you know, congratulations, Brett. Yeah, right? About it. I have just learned to understand that some of the audience loves to make Kim laugh extra. And we love them for that. Most of the time. But in this case, actually, I did that on my own because that was a very good podcast and funny and a whole nother side. In fact, I think that was a late night side.
Yeah, that was the late night side.
Anyway. All right. Well, we're going to begin to wrap it up here shortly because it is Star Wars Podcast Day. And make sure you check out all the many other Star Wars podcasts, okay, that are happening today and all the other days too. Again, it started back in 1999 with Jedi Talk. Go on to Twix or Instagram or Facebook and just type in, or even YouTube, Star Wars Podcast Day 26. You can even go back into the vault. Here's an old one for me, Rogue One Radio. Spaceballs. That was fun. I cannot wait to see him on the big screen June 5th. I have been waiting for this movie since the 80s. Oh, he's talking about Skeletor.
Yeah.
He is talking about Skeletor. Who makes Kim laugh? Not me. Lies. Now, my question is would Ubaldo be more friends with Vader or Palpatine? Just saying. I have not heard of an official release date. I know that they've been working on things, but I don't even know if they've even started
filming. Yeah.
I know that they talked about it. I know there was an official, yes, this is going to happen, but I don't think.
I haven't heard an official release date or anything for it yet.
You know what makes me wonder, though? If this time they get to have merchandise, because George Lucas is no longer like. Walk through my chat. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I know you guys want to know. Oh, wait, you guys did talk about Star Wars on that podcast. Not going places. No, some people should go. If you don't know, you know? Oh, that would be good. Yes, Ninja Turtles. Pizza. Turtle power. This is why all the 90s kids love pizza so much.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, this chat is getting somewhere. You know, to everybody in our chat, thank you for all the laughter. Thank you for the giggles for Kim. She sends you her love back. Trust me. But yeah, so He said peace. I think you need to relearn the word peace. Anywho, all right. So, final thoughts. Because again, I know this was a short, fun conversation tonight. We weren't looking to go extremely deep. Again, we had a little bit more, but again, no problem. Thank you guys for all the laughter for Kim. Good job. Giving a good clap for all those in the chat today. And making good job. I mean, you're making me laugh and giggle too and smile. So, okay. Brent says, does Kim have a prescription for uncontrolled laughs like in Joker? I remember the scene where he goes out on the bus. She's a lot nicer than Joker. Thank you. Kim, the question.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I do not.
Back your TARDIS. Nicholas says, and Ahsoka abandoning the order Anakin just needed. Yes! See, this is why I love Ahsoka.
Yeah.
She knew what she wanted, and she knew she had to walk away.
Yes, she did.
Because a woman, a person knows when the right time is.
Yep.
Kim is awesome. Yeah, she is. Heck yeah. I know what the prescriptions are. More cowbell. Just pretend. Anyways, this has been fun.
It has.
And I appreciate you, Kim, for coming on tonight, having a fun, quick conversation. Again, we weren't looking for this to be hours upon hours, because at that point, we would just invite you over to our houses and watch Star Wars instead.
Yes.
A marathon.
Yes.
Of either the prequels, the OG, you know.
Ain't no one coming here.
Backyard TARDIS says, and you have to keep in mind, in new canon, he's known as Darth Plagueis, the Peeping Tom. Wow. Darth Plagueis. Why do you gotta keep messing stuff? Kim has done nothing but make me smile the whole time. Aw, that's sweet.
Hey, stay online.
For those who do not know the man behind the curtain, that is our third podcast host of Use and Abuse, Scott. He's actually adventured back from Neverland. I mean, from Narnia. I mean, from Galaxy, in a land called Another State.
Neverland.
And eventually, again, Use and Abuse will return. We will return. Scotty doesn't know. Anyways, this has been fun. Thank you so very much for Kim for hanging out. Thank you everybody again for stopping in. Make sure you check out the Red 5 at BioLink/Red 5 Network.
And here he is.
Oh, there he is. Baldo says he was on Mustafar. Uh-oh. Do
And
not trust
this
it.
is my fucking baby.
Awesome. Thank you for being here.
Here we go. Real quick, you ball though. This is for you, buddy.
Oh, somebody gets a shout out. What is that?
That is the crew leather version record.
1981 demo record.
That's
Nice.
what that is. And he was showing you Baldo.
Real quick, I will drop later on. I think our last year we did Star Wars Podcast Day with music. So I will drop that link either today or the next day on Twix. Patrick says, hello, Mr. Scott. Great Scott. No way. Awesome. Sorry, I'm just having fun. I would love to meet all three of you someday. Trust me. I already know if they come to visit me here what we're doing. That's insane. Like, I already have a tentative plan. We're going out to see local bands. I already have a plan. My dad and Scott will hang out. Kim and I, we're going to go dancing with other girls. Like, I already know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're music types. We really do. We love
We are.
Yeah.
We are. Oh, you're showing that one.
So, in the Onyx night, it is time to go.
Yes.
We like the opalite and the
Yes,
light.
we do.
Anyways, well, thank you again, you guys, for stopping on in. I really appreciate you. I've met one who's amazing. But the other two would be fun to see. Absolutely. Scott and Kim are amazing. Come to KC and eat barbecue. It would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It would be fun. Barbecue sounds good. Barbecue sounds good. But anyways, thank you guys all. Again, more to come. On the Fives is back. Eventually, beyond book reviews, it's coming back. We're going to get back to On the Fives, getting to know my fellow content creators and their favorite things. I cannot wait. So make sure you keep a lookout on Red 5 Reading, which is again in conjunction with On the Fives, which is the podcast, as well as Peace Love Phantoms. That's where I'm at. Kim, I know it's been a hot minute. I know that you've been hiding, but where can people find you?
Okay. You can actually find me on Twitter, Twix, X, whatever you prefer to call it, at Polar Bear 2017. I'm also under Kimberly Rasmussen on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm also on Threads as well under Kimberly Rasmussen. So there's where you can find me.
Well, thank you for joining me, Nerdsis. It's been fun. It's been a good hour of fun. Lots of laughter. Backyard Tart says, if you want Kim to really laugh, imagine how I'm doing all the famous Luke lines in his Skeletor voice. Just when I thought y'all could be trusted. And Elfie is giving a wave goodbye. She says goodbye. See you later. Thank you. Until next time. This has been fun. You guys are great. Have a happy Star Wars podcast day. See you the next time on the Fives.